Saturday night, it was the opener in the American Athletic Conference for the Golden Hurricane as they took on the Cincinnati Bearcats here at H.A. Chapman Stadium. Find out what happens next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, by Pepsi. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Bruce Howard. It was quite a raucous affair on Saturday when the Hurricane took on the Cincinnati Bearcats in the opener of the American Athletic Conference. Unfortunately for the Hurricane, it ended up being a loss in a very physical affair, 31-21. In a moment, we'll be back and we'll talk with the head coach of TU, Philip Montgomery, about the lead up to the game and then have first half highlights for you. That's on the Philip Montgomery Show.
To the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa.
The connection of the past and the future is the very nature of what historians might call a renaissance. This year is the start of that renaissance for the University of Tulsa.
A decade of power performance and a vision for a powerful future. This is the American Athletic Conference.
Just imagine you in a luxurious Mercedes cruising the open road in style. Let yourself dare to dream during River Spirit's Mercedes giveaway. The ultimate dream car could be your reality when you play for one of 2 Mercedes-Benz SUVs. Earn entries daily with your Connect card for both dreamy car giveaways on October 29th. So what are you waiting for? Dare to dream big and play for your 2022 Mercedes SUV. Only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
It was the 37th meeting between TU and Cincinnati on Saturday night, and how even is the series? Each team had won 17 games, and there were 2 ties. Let's get the lead up to the game, and then first half highlights. Here's head coach Philip Montgomery and my broadcast partner Rick Corey. Gentlemen?
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, Coach, coming into this is Cincinnati. They're always good. Very different without Desmond Ridder, kind of a stand-up passer back there. Pretty different football team to get ready for, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. I mean, schematically, they were doing some of the same things, but it's different without Ridder back there, right? They had a couple of explosive runs. They had a couple of throws in there that we got to play a little bit better. But I thought overall our defense did some really nice things versus it. We as a team, we got to continue to keep growing and learning. Had some opportunities, but we got to capitalize on those when we get our chances.
And you knew, too, coming in, they had a couple of guys who like to take the top off of it, that kind of thing. So that's something else you have to prepare for. And then you look at their defense. They've been pretty good this year. What, coming in, did you think they did really well?
Well, as you look at them offensively, they do run the football effectively. They got a big offensive line. Most of those guys are back from last year. As you look at them, those backs are explosive. You let them get a step on you, and it could be a foot race at that point. Receiver-wise, they got a couple of really quick guys that can take the top off, and then they got some really long, big guys out there that are more possession-like. So you knew that was going to be one of the things we were going to have to match up with. And you look at them defensively, they've been playing very, very tough all year long, and that's the way they always played. A lot of different stunts, a lot of different movements. They're going to get mostly man coverage, and you got to be able to withstand the pressure part of it.
And get after it. Well, we're going to see some of that early. Here's the first half highlights of Tulsa and Cincinnati.
First down and 10 from their 25-yard line for Cincinnati. Motion to the near side by the tight end, and now a toss sweep right side. It goes to McClellan. He gets hit by Kendarin Ray and knocked down for no gain right at the 25-yard line. And oh my, did Kendarin Ray fill that hole? And he's Pop's player of the game, isn't he? The hot player to watch. Motion to the left by Wiley, the tight end. Here's the snap. Bryant back to pass, a blitz coming. They pick it up, but now at the last moment, zooming through and making the tackle is John Michael Terry. They brought two linebackers, and they got Bryant all the way back to the 42-yard line of Cincinnati. It's a 9-yard loss, second down. Out of the shotgun, Bryn awaits the snap. Motion from right to left by Jones, and here's the snap. Back to pass Bryn. He steps up. They got him by the arms, and he throws it on the left side. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Pace. Deshaun Pace takes it in for a touchdown. Cincinnati has scored unless they mark it shy of the goal line. And a fake handoff, a throw over the middle, caught by Epps at the 35. He shucks one tackler and dives forward at the right hash mark to about the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. Second down and 6, and Cincinnati moving their guys all around. Here's the snap, back to pass Bryn. Bryn sets up, throws left side, wide open, Stokes, far boundary. He catches it and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. First down and 10 at the 42. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes to Prince up the middle, and he bangs forward, still charging, gets across the 35, and he's taken a lesson from the A-Train as he carries guys to the 34, and that's a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. Braylon Braxton at quarterback for TU on second and goal from the 2. A sweep on the right side, Braxton into the end zone, touchdown Tulsa. Braxton, student body right, scores for TU at 7-6, extra point upcoming. Out of the shotgun, Bryant awaits the snap, motion to the left by Scott, and a fake handoff rolling to the left. Bryant sets up and throws wide open down the field. Bryant, Tyler Scott catches it at the 15 and walks into the end zone. And then 3 receivers to the left. Alone in the backfield is Bryant. Third and goal from the 16. Tulsa comes with the blitz, and now Bryant flips it, throws it away. The blitz was by Tulsa's middle linebacker, Justin Wright, and it forces a throwaway, and Cincinnati will have to settle for a field goal attempt here. And boy, that's huge for this Tulsa defense with TU trailing 14-7. It will be a 34-yard field goal attempt for Ryan Coe, transfer from Delaware. Out of the hold of Bryce Burton. Snap is back. The ball is down. Here's the kick on the way. And he pushed it off to the right. It's no good. And Tulsa's defense has held. Oh, what a special defensive sequence for Tulsa. Bryn awaiting the snap. And again, Cincinnati showing blitz. Here's the snap. They go with a 4-man rush. Bryn is hit in the backfield and dropped for the 5th time. And that is Justin Watley with the sack. And he scores easily. A big hole, 19-yard touchdown run by Corey Kiner. They gave him a hole off the right side, and he took it the distance. And once that crease happened with all of those guys up at the line of scrimmage, Cincinnati had an easy alley to the end zone, and it is 20-7 Bearcats. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and here's the snap. Back to pass Bryn. Bryn steps up, throws, down a seam, caught by Jones at the 35, tumbles forward to the 30. Huge gainer for Tulsa, and a 31-yard gain. Final tackle made by 3 threats. And Tulsa will mark it down at the 30, 31-yard catch. First down and 10. Bryn back to pass, looking deep, throws over the middle, caught by Stokes at the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Tackle made by Wilson Huber, the weak side linebacker. But that's a 23-yard gain, and Tulsa has it first and goal at the 8-yard line with 1:36 to go in the half. Braxton out of the shotgun stance at the 14. First and goal, TU. Braxton has the snap and hands it off left side. Prince around the corner to the 5, dives near the end zone and in. Touchdown, Prince. 8-yard touchdown run by Deneric Prince. His first score of the year, and Tulsa's made it 21-13. Out of the shotgun, Bryant. Bryant awaits the snap.
Tulsa with a three-man front, and they bring a couple of blitzers. Back to pass Bryant. Bryant is hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, 40, 35, far boundary 30, and out of bounds at the 26. And he broke the tackle of Everett Rogers. Rogers could have taken him down for a loss of about. Bryant has the snap, drops back to pass, a floating throw to the left side, high in the air, and incomplete. A huge collision, left boundary at the 5-yard line, intended for Wiley, and a terrific play by Kendaren Ray. They both went leaping in the air at about the 6. Here's the snap, back to pass Bryant. Rush is coming, he steps up, angling to the left. He skips one tackler, and then he's dragged down as he went forward to the 22. Owen Ostrowski was able to make the tackle. He'll get 4 on the carry, and a time from the left hash mark from 39. The snap is back, the ball is down, the kick is on the way, and it is good. And Cincinnati scores on the final play of the first half, and they have a 10-point lead.
And so on the final play of the first half, Cincinnati gets a field goal at halftime. The Bearcats lead at 24-14. We'll have halftime adjustments and second half highlights next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
Congratulations to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa.
The connection of the past and the future is the very nature of what historians might call a renaissance. This year is the start of that renaissance for the University of Tulsa.
A decade of power performance and a vision for a powerful future. This is the American Athletic Conference.
The mission of St. Francis Health System to extend a presence and healing ministry of Christ means not only being there for the healthcare needs of individuals, but also making a positive impact in the communities we serve, offering support through thousands of jobs and through causes that unite us and promote health and wellness for all. We show our gratitude for the opportunity to serve by living our mission every day. St. Francis Health System. Healthcare for life.
At halftime, TU is down 24-14, but the Hurricane will get the ball to start the second half, and still a lot of football yet to be played. Let's go to the locker room now, and here's head coach Philip Montgomery and Rick Corey, guys.
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, Coach, at halftime, this has been physical. I mean, physical. I said it's like a football game and a bare-knuckle fight broke out almost at times. How are you keeping your guys under control?
I thought our guys really did a pretty good job of maintaining control of themselves, and we talked about that on the sideline. We talked about that at halftime. We talked about that throughout the game. It was one of those that we needed to keep our composure. We had to do that and try to stay locked into what we needed to do to bring ourselves back in this thing.
All right, so coming into that, let's, putting that aside, game plan-wise, what are you talking about at the half?
Well, we were trying to find some ways to be more effective in the run game offensively. Felt like we had some receivers open. We had some opportunities down the field. Still got to shear up some things in the protection part of it. Defensively, it's really more about eliminate the explosive play, right? Do a great job of tackling out in open space, eliminate the big play part of it. I thought they did a pretty nice job on third down and getting off the field and did some really good things throughout the game.
As it has been in the past, Tulsa, Cincinnati always play pretty good football games. Another classic. Watch it late. Here's the second half highlights of the Bearcats in Tulsa.
3rd and 8 for Tulsa at their 27-yard line. So far on third down conversions, he's 6 for 11. Back to pass goes Bryn. Has time, throws high in the air, near side. A man pops free, and it is caught on the right side boundary by Stokes at the 35-yard line. The tackle made by Javon Hicks, and they found a seam down the right sideline. 41-yard gain. Stokes with the catch. First down and 10, Tulsa. Anderson to the left of Bryn on 2nd down and 1 from the 24-yard line. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes up the middle. Anderson has a hold of the 20. He's to the 15, and he's slung down at about the 12-yard line, and a late flag comes in after that play is over. Prince in the game as the running back. It is 3rd and goal, and everybody bunched up within 10 feet of each other. A toss sweep to the left side. Prince around the corner, breaks a tackle and gets near and in for the score. Prince off the left side scores, and here's the snap. And the handoff goes off to the right side, and McClellan with a nice cutback route. 35, 40, 45, 50, open spaces. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, dragged down at the 10. A weaving run by Charles McClellan. 60 yards to the from the 10-yard line, and the handoff goes to Kiner. Kiner gets hit at the 10 and dropped. Good play by Justin Wright for the Hurricanes. The 2. Under center is Bryant. Handoff goes McClellan off the right side, pushing and yanked backward. No gain, maybe a half yard. And again, it was Wright, and it was John Michael Terry for TU combining on the tackle. Motion by the receiver toward the formation. Fake handoff, back to pass. Bryant throws, touchdown Wiley. The tight end scores off the right side. It's a 2-yard touchdown pass from Bryant to Wiley, and it's back to a 2-score game. At TU down 31-21. Here's the snap, and a fake handoff, back to pass Bryn. Bryn is hit in the backfield and dropped the football. It is a fumble. It is loose on the turf. I think Tulsa got it. I think it was Dylan Wade who jumped on it. But again, that huge rush by Cincinnati. Left, Stokes and Santana. One receiver short to the formation on the right is Epps. Hall, the tight end, is on the right side of the formation. 1st and 10 at the 39. Here's the snap, fake handoff, back to pass Bryn. Throws high in the air, down the right boundary, and it is intercepted at the goal line by Hicks. Hicks picks it off. And that'll be a touchback for Cincinnati and a huge play for the Bearcats. Cincinnati at their 20, leading 31-21. And a big moment for the TU defense now. And a handoff goes off to the left side, and McClellan is dragged down for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard by Bryson Powers, the mechanical engineering student, a degree in mechanical engineering. And it is 3rd down and about 24. Back to pass Bryn, and he hands it off, and it's Prince. Prince racing up the middle to the 25 to the 30. And that'll get him within 10 yards of a first down, but it's about a 15-yard gain. And I think they have the 1 sack. That's right, John Michael Terry did. Now here's a fake handoff, and now rolling to the right, Bryant. Bryant gets hit in the backfield, and he's dropped by Goodlow. Goodlow coming up with his first sack of the year, and he yanked him down at the 31-yard line. 2nd down and about 18. Out of the shotgun, Bryant has the snap and drops back to pass. Looks right now, looks over the middle, loads of time, now running out of time, and he is sacked by Joseph Anderson back at the 23-yard line. Huge 2 plays by Tulsa, 2 straight sacks. They lose 8 on that play, and Anderson with his sack. Bryant awaits the snap. Has the snap. He drops back to pass. Throws to the left side, and it is intercepted by Chase Oliver at the 21-yard line. Jace Oliver gets a turnover for Tulsa. They threw the ball in the direction of Tyler Scott, and Oliver makes the play. Oh my, his 2nd career interception and his first interception of the season, and there's the turnover that you really needed. Out of the shotgun, 4th down, rolling right Braxton. Braxton throws back of the end zone, caught by Hall, and then knocked away and incomplete. Cincinnati's going to win the game. Out of the shotgun, Bryant has the snap on 1st and 5, and the handoff goes straight up the middle and diving across the 10-yard line for what would appear to be a first down. 5. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes to Kiner. Kiner is stuffed and stopped at about the 17 or 18-yard line. It'll be 4th and 3. Shotgun, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Back to pass goes Bryn, throws near side, caught by Santana, skips out of bounds at about the 47, but here's the snap and back to pass. Bryn, big rush on, throws near side, and it is caught but then dropped, incomplete, as Santana had that one at the 35, and boy, he got smacked hard on the play.
Right back of the head.
Braxton, 1st down and 10 from the 35, and he gets sacked again as he's back to pass, and that's sack number 11. And that was, once again, the Cincinnati Bearcats and their big nose tackle, Jawan Briggs. It was a sack festival for Cincinnati, and now the clock runs out. Final score, Cincinnati 31, Tulsa 21, as the Bearcats now lead the all-time series 18.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Rib Crib's been smoking the good stuff over 20 years, serving up mouth-watering barbecue, talking about slow-smoked classics like Rib Crib's famous ribs. Yeah. Hungry yet? Rib Crib.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. On our feature segment, this is a segment called Draw It. Earlier, before the season started, we had players get together and try to draw something, and this is all about communications. Draw something and see if your teammate can figure out what it is. What we found out is they're pretty good communicators, but they're really bad illustrators. Here's Draw It.
Human. Okay.
Who do you want to have sometimes?
EA? Coach Money.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I was finna say Rick next.
How do you draw
I was finna say OG, AD.
Now you with Monty, bro. I ain't know how to do it.
You should have made him like.
I was finna draw like the little thing he be wearing. The headphones.
Make him a little shorter. Nah, you should gotta make him with big calf muscles.
Nah, I should have made him shorter though. I ain't know how to do that with a
Bro,
stick
let me see.
figure.
You gotta give him like big calves like this.
I'm gonna be looking at his calves, bro.
He got big calves. Him and Cannon got them big old calves.
It doesn't even look like calves, bro.
Bro, I don't know how to draw.
You still recording it?
Oh, bro, I did not know y'all was recording that still.
Oh. Caterpillar. A butterfly. A helmet. That the logo or the mascot? Football. Oh, the field. Football field. Football. Chapman Stadium.
Yeah, got it.
At first, I started drawing on football and everything. I
It's
said,
a circle.
What's going on? I tried to do the field goal post.
I was lost. Until I saw it was the field goal post that got me. I was lost.
Congratulations to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa.
The connection of the past and the future is the very nature of what historians might call a renaissance. This year is the start of that renaissance for the University of Tulsa.
All right, so Coach, in the end, it's another close loss to a Cincinnati team that's really good. I mean, you can if and but all day long about taking things off the board, but when you look back at this, one of the more physical games we ever played against them?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're always physical games. This one was a little bit different from that standpoint, and so thought our guys tried to handle themselves properly, but we got to do a good job of trying to get healthy now. You know, 2 pretty physical games back-to-back right here. You know it's going to be physical when we go up to Navy and what they do offensively, and so we got to try to get as healthy as we possibly can. Try to go to Navy up there. Let's get us a big win, and then we'll hit the bye week and try to heal up a little bit.
And I got to think that really you had to be happy with that defense. They cave up with a couple of really big stops late in the game to give you opportunities to get back out there. John Michael Terry, nice interception out there too. I mean, so many guys played pretty well.
Yeah, the big pick right there by Jace there late. You know, just a tremendous play. It was 3rd and long, and we were in a good coverage right there, and he made an outstanding play. John Mike had another big stop in there. I thought all those guys were flying around. We got to just continue to keep doing those things. You keep working, good things are finally going to happen to you.
And you can say all day long, look, hey, it's Navy, it's different. But it's hard to describe almost, isn't it, what you have to do in a week to try to get ready for an offense like that.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, just because you don't ever see it. And, you know, it's very assignment-sound football. They're going to create some angles. What they do blocking-wise is a little bit different as well. And so you got to be able to play off of that when you start facing the midline and all the triple option parts of it. And then they out-leverage you with, you know, some ab counter stuff on the back side of it, and then all of a sudden they play action it, they throw it, and you better be in your spot where you need to be.
And the key is, it's another conference game. Got to go get a win.
Sure is.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week, Tulsa and Navy.
Hey, thanks, guys. Obviously, a very difficult road trip for TU as they take on Navy, but don't forget, the next home game is homecoming when Tulsa takes on SMU late in the month in October. Get your tickets now, 918-631-GO-TU or TulsaHurricane.com. For Rick Corey and, of course, the head coach of the Golden Hurricane, Philip Montgomery, I'm Bruce Howard. We'll talk to you next week.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by Riversbury Casino, by Pepsi.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,